Come in and bring your dicks and vaginas. We got a show for you. Bobby and Chaz are getting rowdy. So come on, juggalos, whoop whoop. Call your mom.
Hey Chaz, what'd you do today?
I kissed Bobby.
But Chaz said that he kissed you,
Crank it
dude.
up.
I haven't seen Chaz in hours.
We got our host Bobby, don't forget about Chaz. You know we got Katana here keeping his ass in check. And Ben is the ass expert. A butt plug liquor so the booty will squirt. I'ma laugh till it hurts with the jokes they got. Then Juggalucha gonna put your ass in the spot with some knowledge of wrestling, cause he knows a whole lot. So we taking this show and push it up to the top. And we won't ever stop. Bitch, the family's here. So the bird and vertebraker gonna drink some beer. So get the liquor in me quicker just to lighten the mood. I watch Bobby and Chaz every show in the nude. What? That's how I watch Family Feud. Sitting here with my piss jug. I ain't being rude, cause missing a minute just wouldn't be right. Invite Darkly the Wolfman. Risk taking flight. Exo's your dad, man. You gotta be
You gotta quit lying.
Peephole peeking through your bedroom spine. It's a beautiful line, and that's all I'ma say, cause we got a lot of fam here to brighten the day.
Look, in porno, we call this the money shot. You don't have a bunch of dudes doing that. And then right before they finish, you cut to black and say, oh, don't worry, 12 hours later, they came all over each other? No! You want them all over close-up, all over his face. The end.
Want to do the artist reveal?
The artist reveal?
Like how they do it like half and then they go. It's not done. I still got to finish the braids and like his tattoos. I got to do Mew and Cubone or whatever.
Yeah.
But he sent me a
What
picture
up,
of his face tats. It's
What up,
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
Asmodeus.
kicked me off again.
Asmodeus.
Well,
Quasimodo-is.
You know what? How about we we got something that he's sharing.
yep.
Something
You got
that's
it?
very
You got
important.
it?
Yep. We're gonna pull this up.
How much
Very
did they
important.
raise?
Yep.
Are you able to bring it up more?
Let's
Like
see.
zoom in more?
You probably zoom it in.
Look at that.
I don't know. You could probably zoom it in with that. Yeah. There you go.
Let's actually bring it up more. Yeah, right here. This is for the Carnival Provides. This show is a tribute benefit to my uncle, everybody's family, everybody's friend, KFC. He passed away tragically, and this show is the show he wanted on a night. And this is a free show, Dayton, Ohio, Cosmo Joe's. You can donate. You can help them raise money for the family of KFC. We had a thing going around for like his burial, cremation, and everything, and they raised how much money? How much did they raise?
$5,100 last time I checked.
That's what it is.
Jesus Christ! Now, jeez, that's amazing. So whoever donated to that cause, you're gladly appreciated. KFC's looking above, right down at you, knowing that his family got him. And this is just a beautiful thing, and I'm proud of everyone. And
Yo.
this has been hard on a lot of people, this passing. But I think this is a great thing.
This is
that we're
probably
doing.
going to end up being one of the greatest or at least most notable tritone shows in history.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
Saints of Solomon. We got Danger J. We got Three Cut, the original tritone thing, the original label. We got Malice, Faith Baby. We
Faith
got,
Baby.
Yep.
Who's
Irrational.
Faith Baby?
I don't know.
What?
We got Irrational Behavior, Lil Debbie and the Snack Cakes, Rebel Spaz, Jay Bizarre, Alter Ego, RG Stoner, Mike Vile, Nasty Inc.
Nasty Inc.
Yep.
I thought it was just going by Nasty now.
Oh. And then we got Captain Smoke coming out of retirement for a special show.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty much choreographing all of the everything going on with the fundraiser, and doing a lot. You know what I mean, for just kind of speaking on like this is what KFC would have wanted and stuff like that, and that's pretty respectful.
Here, I'm gonna go into the thing, and we
Okay.
can actually look at how much money it's raised so far.
Okay. Yeah, I was on there earlier. If any, I think I
Yeah.
shared it.
See that?
Yeah, you just waiting on you to click it.
Yep. We got
I think he clicked it. He just
5,100.
Well,
That's
we don't
all-
see that.
You don't see that? Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not showing up.
Oh, it's because I'm still on the Facebook tab. Hang on. I'll exit out of that and then share the
Oh
tab.
yeah, that's what happens to me all the time.
Yeah, all right. All right. Hang on. Here. We're going to. I'm going to just throw this up.
It's that big Swiss pepperoni.
Here we go.
Okay, I gotta bring it in here.
Yep.
But the thing is,
5,100.
Nice.
That is almost. It is $100 away from being $1,000 over the goal.
Exactly. Within,
That's
and
amazing.
I will say, I want to say it was at 42, or the goal was 4,200, and it was that today. That's what it was this morning.
It was 200. We raised, well, not we. It was everyone watching this who donated raised. They raised the goal and $900 spare. So they got the goal plus $900.
Not to mention the show that's coming up. This is going to be perfect for his family to help him. Even it's a free show, but if you donate, there's a Cash App up there for Tritone Music.
Here, we'll just scroll through the contributions. Anyone who wants to remain anonymous on the site, we'll just scroll through. Everyone who contributed gets a shout out here. Everyone gets their name
Shouting
on the
them out.
screen here. Oh, start shouting them out. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I donated 15. We got Josh Henhold with $10, Hannah Emerson with $100, Anonymous 50. Got Justin Price with $100.
Jesus Christ.
We got DJ Swerves with $5. We got Chris Pittman with $100. We got Anonymous with $255. Jack Osborne with $100. Madison Reckers with $100. Brittany Estep with $25. Anonymous with $20. We got Burden with $30. Paul Boggs with $25. Anonymous with $25. Anonymous with $1,000.
Damn.
Robert Girdley with $50. Anonymous with $10. Anonymous with $100. Eric and Rose Whitler with $10. A Cash App donation of $450. Anonymous with $100.
That
Anonymous
Cash
with
App
$100.
donation says Sean Kerrigan, so I don't know.
It was submitted
That's probably-
by him. I don't know if
Okay.
it was. I don't know if it was him or it could have just been someone who was using the Cash App that got
Oh,
submitted.
I see.
And then Amy Puterbach with 100. Let's see. Should I keep loading them all in? Should we just go through every single one of them?
Yeah.
Nah, let's.
through all of
KFC knows who you are, and he's very appreciative of everything. When we were Faith Baby is KFC and my legit family, by the way. Hell yeah. Hell
yeah.
yeah. That's
Gotta have
fire.
faith.
Let's get him on the show. And I'm thank you for being here, Sean.
So
And Price did the 1,000. No, not 100. You said 100. Asmodeus. It's 1,100.
yeah, I said 1,100.
That who?
I'm gonna
everyone,
now.
yeah,
My bad. I'm bad with numbers here.
we know.
I'm gonna share
But,
something.
yeah,
I'm gonna share something before we watch.
KFC is very appreciative of everything right now. His family is appreciative of everything. You know, what'd be even more appreciative is let's get this show packed. Like, man, let's make this shit fun. Let's have a good time. Everyone get along. Let's have a great smiling day and everybody hugging each other and saying they love each other because that's what family do. Let's have a great fucking time at this show.
I wanna go, but we'll see. I'll have to ask my, you know what I'm saying, my mom. I have to ask my mom to go.
I can't see
All
anything,
right.
so send it to Ben.
I'm gonna put this screen up from earlier what you sent me because apparently you took an adventure. You lost 2 tires, almost fell off the highway. What? I don't know.
Ben, my wife
Yeah.
texted you. Look at that message.
Smoke just posted.
Okay.
Smoke just posted it, I guess. But yeah,
I saw that.
Okay.
The okay, hang on. I'll go back in and share that.
When I'm at a multi, the last thing I want to do is daily.
Chaz,
yeah, we're gonna do
you look like a freaking like a badger, like a weird badger.
let's
Yeah,
play
I
this.
saw this earlier on
Character.
Yeah. That's not Chaz.
Are we gonna play this?
Yeah, let's play it.
Yep, I'll get the thing queued up for
All right, where's the volume though? I'll hit immediately. I'll hit not interested. Hold on. What the fuck, dude?
Okay, now we're talking.
This video doesn't have sound.
With the video.
Oh, our video got our sound taken off on that video.
It did. What? Really?
I don't know why you're. Whoa, what just happened?
hang on.
Fix it.
As soon as I get this queued up here.
I got
We
two
do have
watches.
another KFC related announcement here.
Cue that
Once
up real
again.
quick before we do the other one, because that I don't know what's going on with that. The video doesn't have sound, so. Shirts are fire. New KFC shirts. Is that what we're looking at?
Yes. Hang on. I got an actual thing queued up here. I just need to share my
I've
screen.
definitely been hanging on. I wish I could get some of you guys out for this house show I'm throwing.
Okay. Got memorial shirts.
And they have to be bought this week. Right?
Yes. If the payment is not received by April 19th, you can't have yours locked in.
And it's nothing personal. It's just because no one's going to get their shirts before the show if that doesn't happen.
Yes.
That's what he was saying on the live.
Is that a hearse?
Yeah, it's Case Hearse.
It's like a
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, it's the Tritone Mobile.
I slept right beside that hearse at the gathering.
Yeah, it was dope ass hearse.
$25. Get them.
Yep. And yes, my apologies. Price did donate $1,100, not $100.
Hell yeah. So get your shirts, the I Am KFC memorial shirts, while you can. Limited time. But
Limited edition.
So we're gonna get off this subject because I got something stored next week. Okay. Got something in store.
We got something for April 19th, the deadline.
Yeah.
The day the shirt's deadline, April 19th. We got something going on here.
Yeah.
Son's birthday.
So, holy fuck, there's nipple pasties right in front of me. Nipple pasties.
Why do you got those?
I'm about to put them on for you guys.
Okay.
But I just saw them. Don't waste. I gotta wait for the gathering to wear them.
What?
But
that could have made a show
so over the weekend, not weekend. It was the weekend. I was invited to what town were we? Frankfort, Indiana. Okay, Frankfort, Indiana, and I had a good time. I was a doppelganger for Wrath of God. We shot a music video. Stuff's about to go popping. Shout out to Jay Fierro for doing that shit. His work is amazing. If you check out his stuff,
I always thought Jay Fierro was like a barber or like a chef or something because his name Jay Fierro,
yeah, like Bobby, yeah, Bobby Filet.
Jay Fierro.
Oh my God.
Now,
yeah,
dude. Jay Fierro. It sounds like he's gonna like be like a sword fighter, like or something. Come out.
No, snores.
Make me a creme brulee or something.
Where are they? Right here?
All right. Well, are we gonna bring that up or what's up?
Yeah, we can bring it up.
It doesn't have any volume, my guy.
Let's bring up a different one then. Let's pull up the gas station review, actually.
All right. Let me see here. Chaz Harlan.
Yeah, me and Raph was little hooligans in this town.
GG Twin Rats. There's two of those you sent me. Let's do this one. All right, people, all three of you.
Yep.
Snooze fast.
Welcome back, our new permanent senior analyst, Peter Smith, his wife.
I don't know what I'm hearing, but
Wow. All the way. Oh, wow. Never been all the way to the top before.
It's not sharing. See if Ben can share it.
That's what I'm looking
I'm not
for. I'm
done.
looking for the fucking.
It's just taking forever. Hold on.
How many seasons? It might be like Senior for the white hair.
What the fuck?
Very.
All right. How about the weather
That's
today,
one
guys? Ollie Williams with the weather today.
I don't know.
I don't know. Ben, your
Yeah.
turn. Try to share that.
Okay. hang
Oh,
on.
there it is. You got something pulling up.
Yeah, but it doesn't have sound.
I don't know why.
Here, let's try.
Does it?
More than I can say.
I quit. This is it. I quit.
Here. Try mine. It might have.
That's Kaz. That was fucking funny.
Okay, mine might have sound. I don't know. Okay, so.
I don't know. I hear whatever's in the background though, for sure.
Okay, let's see if this does.
Along with Kevin's white king.
No, it just sounds like Family Guy over rap.
Oh, the reel's fucking muted. There's nothing. Look, when I go and hover over the icon, no sound at
Okay. I
Whoever
guess the
was
reel
fucking-
got muted.
all. Whoever was recording the reel did not add sound to it.
I told you that. I told everybody that. All right, I'm just gonna get off.
Yep.
Your Bobby's done.
Damn. Okay, well, if Bobby's done, here, let's do the fucking. You want to do the? Let's do a fucking tier list.
All right.
There, let's see. Were you able to pull it up or no?
I'm not able to pull anything up. But
I'm not able to pull it. That's Bobby's job. He's the one who can actually select the shit.
well, it is what it is. Bobby and Chaz show. This is the Bobby and not Bobby show now. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked. You know what? Let's pull up a song since you fuck it.
I can't pull up a song because I don't have admin abilities to actually put it on the thing.
Oh
without
yeah,
Bob.
right here. Actually, here you go.
Oh, there we go. Saved the whole thing. All right, so this is fucking tier list of all the Joker's cards that have released, all 12. Figure we may as well rank them from. Why isn't there? This person didn't put an F tier on here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna see if I can add a row below. Okay, so what we're gonna do is Stale AF.
Stale as
and
fuck.
Peak. Okay, so, and we'll color these accordingly. Okay, so we got peak and we got stale as fuck. All right, and then everything in between. All right, so first one to look at here, we'll just put them in the center for now as we're looking at them. Carnival of Carnage.
Carnival
So-
of Carnage.
Yep. Guess we'll just I guess, think about shit to say of each one. So I will say, Carnival of Carnage was like it was what started it all, right? I mean, that was the album, right? That was the first ICP. Like, they had the basement tapes and shit, but this was when they started the entire Joker's card lore, was with this.
That's right there.
It's got shit like Fuck Yo Rebel Flag. It's got, you know, that kind of stuff. It's got, I will say, in terms of, you can put your input here on it too if you want. Like, what did you think of Carnival of Carnage? Like, I thought personally, like,
we should start it off at B. I'll put it at B.
Yeah, because like, while it is the like progenitor to all Joker's cards, at the same time, I will say, like,
The
they still
recording
were,
was ass.
yes, they were still, I feel like they were still trying to find their sound at that time, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the beats were very bare bones and basic. They didn't have that like signature Mikey Clark sound to it yet, right?
Yeah.
Lyrically, it also
Violent Day
more
struggled.
like, it felt more like an old school hip hop album than an ICP album for a lot of it.
Yes.
Yeah. However, moving on to the next one, The Ringmaster. I will say this is when I think it started really showing, you know, the ICP sound, the horrorcore sound, right? I mean, this is when you started getting shit like Mr. Johnson's Head, got Wagon, got fucking, it had Murder Go Round. That was one of my favorites off the album, was Murder Go Round.
My favorite was probably Bugs on My Nuts.
It had the original Chicken Hunting. A lot of people forget Chicken Hunting was not initially on Riddlebox. Like, some newer fans may not think, like, they may think it's like Riddlebox is where it came from with the Slaughterhouse mix, right? This is where it was initially on. I prefer the Slaughterhouse mix of Chicken Hunting better, but this is where it first came from, was this album. I will say, I think this one deserves an A tier, just because it has a slight edge over Carnival of Carnage, in my opinion, because you start getting more of the themes of ICP and, like, you know, all their shit about like karma and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, you had shit like the Murder Go Round, where it talks about an endless cycle of violence, and, you know, it ends with the actual person who's doing all this shit getting what's coming to them. You know, it's starting to, like, it feels more like a Joker's card than Carnival of Carnage is. But yeah, now we're starting to get into like the real bangers, though, right? Riddlebox.
That goes all the way up.
Riddlebox is peak. So this is my personal, like, this is up there of one of my, like, one of my favorite ICP albums. I listened to this one the most besides one other album, right? It has pretty much everything that you would be looking for, like, when you're looking for, like, if you had to have one ICP album and discard the rest, it's this one or another one that's coming up that's going to be the one I would choose. Like, this had the Slaughterhouse mix of Chicken Hunting. It had Cemetery Girl. It had the Joker's Wild. It had Dead Body Man. Like, it had Toy Box. It had banger after banger on this album. This is one of those albums, and there isn't many albums that I can think of where I can do this with. But this is one of those albums where I can listen to the entire album without skipping a song.
Correct.
So it deserves its spot at peak. Now, when I was talking about it being tied with another album that was the greatest, it's got to be Great Milenko.
That's the one that Disney.
I don't know. This is where the first real debate's going to come up. Do we put Great Milenko as better than Riddlebox? Or do we put Riddlebox as better than Great Milenko?
If you're going by album sales, Great Milenko. Platinum Records, Great Milenko.
Yeah, because Great Milenko had like that one also is one where it's got a bunch of like great songs that are just like it's got hit after hit consecutively almost throughout the entire album. I mean,
multiple versions that's been made, Platinum Records.
I mean it, and then it ends it out with "Pass Me By," one of the most emotional ICP songs to exist in their discography.
I agree to disagree.
You don't think it is?
Crossing the Bridge gets me.
You think Crossing the Bridge does? Man, I wish we had Bobby here for his input too, but dude left us.
No, Bobby literally told me this shit's gay. We have nothing to talk about. I'm out.
Oh. Well, we also we're entering the final half of the first deck at this point. So then we got Jekyll Brothers. This Jekyll Brothers conflicts me a bit, right? So it's got like it's got like bangers on it, right? It's got stuff like, you know, it's got Play With Me.
Nothing Left Gets You. The song Nothing Left Gets this guy right here.
I think wasn't the Jekyll Brothers like the album that ICP spent the most budget on? Like they went over budget with it?
I believe so.
Like, because they got Snoop Dogg and shit on some of this stuff, right?
That was the Shaggy Show.
Yeah. They got stuff like the Terrible was a good song. Play With Me was a good song. I Stab People was a good song. Fuck the World was a good song. I still this definitely deserves its spot in peak, I think, but I just can't put it above Riddlebox personally. I don't know. What about you? Do you think that it deserves a spot over Riddlebox or no?
I think it should be right beside Ringmaster.
Oh, so you think it's an A tier then?
Yes.
Do you think it should go above Ringmaster or
above it?
Above it. So this would be probably the top A tier album. And then we enter the final of the first deck. Let's see. Now, I would definitely not rank these, even though it's technically the same card, I would not rank these the same. So it really is a personal preference thing.
Hell's Pit over.
You would say Hell's Pit over Shangri-La?
Yes, all day.
I personally like Shangri-La a bit better, but
You can do it like that. It's up to you.
I think it really depends on like what you want. If you're really into like the more high energy like rock
Well,
sample
the
type
reason why
shit.
I like the Hell's Pit more is because it came with that little mini movie of bowling balls.
Oh, that was a fire ass film. Balls was it's also a good song too. Pretty
Yeah.
much the songs I listen to the most on Hell's Pit are Bowling Balls, Walk into the Darkness, and In My Room are the three that I listen to the most on
The
that
three
album.
bangers.
Yeah. Which out of them, In My Room has become like that's like a solid staple in their like set list to this day, right? I think on SoundCloud too, that's like their most streamed song ever.
It's In My Room.
Yes. For that alone, I think Hell's Pit should go above Shangri-La, but I personally think Shangri-La is better. Does it go in? Would you say this goes in peak or in
Right there.
A?
A.
Oh, you said peak. Oh, A. Right. Before or after Jekyll Brothers?
After.
After it. And then Shangri-La. I would personally put Shangri-La before Ringmaster.
Yes.
So then that's the first deck completed. Then we come to the very controversial Bang Pal Boom.
That shit was a banger.
Yes. No pun intended.
I put that in the top tier.
Oh, and peak?
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
There's going to be so many people who hate us for putting Bang Pal Boom above the Wraith.
Oh, man. I love the Bang Pal Boom album.
I mean, this album is like this was the album that divided the Juggalo community, because this is when people were like, okay, there's the first Deckers and there's the second Deckers.
Yes.
Because there was a lot of people thought when ICP was going into this that after the Wraith it was done.
I remember that.
And then suddenly in like 07, 08, they said, guess what? We got another deck.
How old were you?
I was around 2 to 3 years old when Bang Pal Boom came out.
Bang Pal Boom, you said 2007?
I think it was like 08, maybe. I can Google it.
Okay. I have to do math.
When did
I was born in... What?
Oh, September 1st, 2009. So I was around 4 years old when this came out.
Oh, I was 11 years old when this came out.
Yeah, I was 4.
One of the best put together albums they have. I agree.
We're probably making a lot of the OG Juggalos feel very old at the moment. You were 11, I was 4.
But
I mean, this one had this was the album where it was like it had the Chop Chop Slide, which that was one of those
probably
songs.
my least favorite song.
Yeah. Ironically, that song blew up big time in like when TikTok started and everything, just randomly in like 2018 for whatever fucking reason to like 2020.
Musically, it was actually musically.
Oh, because I remember the whole like murder part of the Chop Chop Slide just getting everywhere.
Did you actually ever see that video of that chick who cut her face from doing the Chop Chop Slide?
No.
I'll show you. Have you seen that video? There was a girl that was doing the chop chop slide. She's like swing, 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 and she chopped herself in the eyebrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that to you when I get off here. I'll show you that.
There was also this album had Miracles on it. Which
After the tier
Miracles?
list, yeah, after the tier list, we're gonna end the show.
All right.
It's
So
been a very long week.
so with Miracles, right? That was the
Thank God.
infamous magnet. How do they work?
Magnets. How do they work?
This was the album that forever cemented that we don't know how magnets operate.
How do you know how they work?
Honestly, no. Gosh, I'm going in the fucking stereotype. Then we got Mighty Death Pop. This was one of my favorite albums off the second deck.
Ghetto Rainbows.
It's had Juggalo Juice. It had The Blasta. That's a good song. It had Bazooka Joey. That was a great one. Just about a dude.
Mighty. I would love to see a Mighty Death Pop set.
Yeah. I would actually put the Mighty Death Pop. Well, no, not Riddle Blocks keeps its spot. Mighty Death Pop, I say, is better than Bang Pow Boom, in my opinion.
I agree.
Had Night of the Chainsaw. It had.
That was a good mini movie too.
It had Hater to Death. Very fucking relatable song. But yeah, it was. I think definitely probably one of the best albums out of the second deck. In my opinion, the Mighty Death Pop, in my opinion.
Now we're getting into really, really risky ones. Next.
The Mighty Death. Yeah, I saw that. That's coming. But the Mighty Death Pop, before we move off of it, in my opinion, is the closest the second deck got in quality to the later parts of the first deck.
I agree.
Like, I think out of all the second decks, out of all the second decks, it is like the cards in the second deck, I think it is the one that probably has the most justification to be up there with Riddlebox and Malenko. But then we got the Lost and Found. The fucking Lost and Found.
Yeah, we're bringing those down.
Yeah. I think this is where we're going to start to see the C and D tiers get filled up.
It's definitely a C.
So let's start with, do we want to start with Lost or Found?
Lost.
Okay. So Lost, I feel like they were fucking.
They were lost.
In my mind, they were experimenting a lot on this album with I think what ended up happening is they were looking at the fucking popularity of dubstep or some shit and said, "Hey, let's make our music sound more electronic. Let's see what would happen if we did that." And that's how you had songs like "I'll Keep My Axe," and it was like, it's a fucking corny ass song. And then it had Confederate Flag, which was just like the Temu version of Fuck Yo Rebel Flag, right? I mean, it's like, that's like if you're like, "Mom, can we have Fuck Yo Rebel Flag?" And she's like, "No, we have Fuck Yo Rebel Flag at home." And that's Fuck Yo Rebel Flag at home. I mean, it had Apocalypse. That was an okay song. I would actually say this goes on D.
Okay.
Now, Lost, I think, or Found, I think, goes on C.
Is that the one where I saw the devil was on?
I don't know if it is, but the thing about Found, right? I mean, it's got some good songs. It's got like Mr. Whitesuit. I think that's just a metaphor for Jesus. But it's got one of, and it's mainly because it's got a song that's just in my playlist all the time because it's catchy as fuck. Have you ever listened to "I Fucked a Cop"?
You listen to Mr. Whitesuit on the daily.
No, not Mr. Whitesuit. I said it's got a song on here that I listen to on the daily, and that's "I Fucked a Cop." You ever listen to that one?
Yeah, that's a banger.
I think that's enough to just bump it up a tier above Lost.
Oh man, now we're getting into the harder ones.
Yes.
Fearless Red Fury.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, I just realized as well. This list doesn't include Flip the Rat.
That was not a Joker card. That was an EP.
I guess it's similar to how Bedlam has a bunch of like whoa.
Oh God, we don't stop. That one goes down one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest. I barely listened to this album. Like, this one just doesn't have much appeal to me. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna put it above Lost though. But yeah, I don't got much to say about it because I personally have not really listened to it that much because it felt very hollow and bland compared to like most of the Joker's cards.
To me,
was this album
the
first one to feature Weezy Mac?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. But then we got Yum Yum Bedlam.
Oh man, get that garbage out of here.
Going in stale.
Yeah, that Yum Yum Bedlam was the most stalest album, I have to say.
The Yum Yum Flower. Fucking. I mean, it has "Here Comes the Carnival." That's like the only listenable song on Yum Yum Bedlam, in my opinion. Because like it's a good overall like song. I put "Here Comes the Carnival" in my playlist occasionally. It gets thrown in there. But then finally we got the most recent one, The Knot.
I'll put that one right beside Found.
Yeah. So the thing about The Knot, right? We all were waiting for this shit to drop. And I think initially how I felt about The Knot had a lot of recency bias, right? Because it was like the newest material. But after about a year now of it being a thing, I've listened back through it. It's not really like as good as initially I thought it was. I mean, it's got some bangers in it, right? Cinnamon Pigtails is a good song. Pop Out's another good song.
Dead Kelly.
Yes, that's another good one. I think it's got more bangers than Found does, honestly. But it again, like the thing about it, right, that puts it this low in my opinion though, is it's supposed to be the final card of the deck. Like I was expecting it to be more, you know, like I was expecting it to hit harder because it's like the final card of the second deck, right? It's supposed to be like everything in the second deck was supposed to be leading up to the Knot, right? And it's just like, it just feels like it's kind of there, but not really a Joker's card.
It feels like they just threw it together.
Yeah, it feels like an EP that they decided to rebrand as a Joker's card because they said, "Oh, fuck, we need another Joker's card." So they added, so they basically, because the other thing is it doesn't really have much of a theme, right? The other Joker's cards all have like a theme to them, right? The Knot talks about nothingness, right? And you hear that in the intro song, The Knot, right? But after that, the other songs have completely nothing to do with it, seemingly, right? Like, it just, the rest of the songs doesn't fit, in my opinion. So, yeah, we basically, here, I'm going to save this. So, to go through it, we put, it's going to be an interesting tier list. So, we put the best album as Malenko, which honestly, I'd say it's a good choice. Coming in second place, we have Riddlebox. In third place, we have The Mighty Death Pop. Fourth place, we have Bang Pal Boom.
Wait,
Fifth
what?
place,
We did we did a tier list.
This is stupid.
yeah, this is. You don't think tier lists are good?
No, I mean, I think it is. I definitely don't think any second deck shit should be in the first tier whatsoever, ever.
All right,
I love it.
You want? We want to go through this again with Bobby's perspective.
Why? What's up? Oh, is this like a website?
Yeah, it's a. So,
like, why is the fucking yum like? Why is that on the bottom?
Because that shit was garbage.
Because it's like one of their worst albums.
People like it though more than fucking. I cannot see what's going on here. It's like spazzing. My computer's being so stupid. But anyways, I don't know. I guess so. I mean, that last one was pretty bad.
I'm gonna see if I can go through because it keeps trying to give me a.
The Knot
stupid-
was definitely better than that, but the one before that was like way bad.
The Knot was,
Which is part of the same thing as her little.
Here, let's speed run through it. We can do another one with Bobby's intuition here.
It's okay.
Okay.
So I really love the Bang Pal Boom and Mighty Death Pop.
I don't. I think it's like freaking boring for real. It's like
You're boring for real.
But yes, we got with ours. We had Malenko in first place. We had Riddlebox in second place. We had the Mighty Death Pop in third place. Bang Pal Boom
What
in
up,
fourth.
Jay? Whoa.
We had the Jekyll Brothers in A tier, first place in A tier.
I guess some of the song that Mighty Death Pop is like kind of some iconic shit.
Yes, it's mainly based on the songs individually.
Yeah,
like how many memorable songs exist on each album.
right. Exactly.
When I'm clowning, Matt Hose is springing. They want my dingling and
We ultimately put, so for peak tier we have, and this is in order from best to worst on each tier, right? So peak we had Malenko, Riddlebox, Death Pop, Bang Pal Boom. A tier we had Jekyll Brothers, Wraith Hell's Pit, Wraith Shangri-La, and Ringmaster. The only card that we have in B tier is Carnival of Carnage. C tier, we have The Knot and Marvelous Missing Link.
It's like I could go listen to Carnival of Carnage and Dog Beats and be like, fuck yeah, woo, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'd be like, Riddlebox, like that's, I don't know, whatever, I guess.
I mean, I think we can all agree Riddlebox deserves its top tier.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
But then
I don't
after Lost, we have D tier, which was
Missing Link.
well, we had Lost on D tier, but we
Okay.
also had Fearless Fred Fury or whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
was
Lost
called.
and the Fearless Fred thing are kind of similar. The D tier.
And then for the stale AF tier, we have Yum Yum Bedlam.
Stale.
That shit sucked.
Because isn't like the other ones like don't they have to deal with that same album like
Whoa,
Yeah,
there's
it's a
Weeping
bunch of other-
Woe,
Woe the Weeping Willow.
yeah.
Thug Ugly.
Hell no.
And then Fred Fury had the fucking Flip the Rat.
That
I do
album
like the
was
song Here Comes the
garbage.
Carnival.
Yes, that's
The
the
only
only
good
good
song.
song. That is the only good song on Yum Yum Bedlam.
I mean, that song's like, I don't know. It's just so like after like when everyone's chilling and stuff, it's just like, you know, just kind of everyone can look around like we're home. It's like, I don't know, an extension of
It is,
homies.
in my opinion, Here Comes the Carnival could be the anthem of the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Right, exactly.
Oh, Raph
I
just
mean-
got home. Wake
Like,
up, Bobby.
basically, if the Gathering of the Juggalos,
You have no idea.
if the Gathering of the Juggalos became their own country, right? Everyone who gathered, like that whole ground became its own country. Here Comes the Carnival would be the perfect national anthem.
Right. You got like rap with Trump hair
no,
coming
it's
out
not.
like
It's the Juggalo anthem. We will never die alone. We will never die alone. Just get your hatchet if we must. Each and every one of us. Yeah, that's the anthem.
I guess.
You know,
Either
Raph,
way, Here Comes the
Raph,
Carnival.
like
just
I was just telling Jay that my back still hurts from me smacking the shit out of it.
Yeah, sorry, Ralph. We can't bring up any of the videos now because apparently something got super duper blocked in the audio, made us not be able to do it. And then I freaked out and closed down my laptop because it was fucking up. So
yeah, it caused them to rage quit.
Just he went to the bathroom and jacked off. He feels better now.
I didn't jack off actually.
He snorted a line of coke.
Oh God.
We don't do that here.
Oh right, we can't afford coke. It's crack only.
Check this out, bro.
Yeah,
I got some
crack
new
only.
clown shoes. Look at these. This is what people are wearing now.
Well, how about those Ugg boots?
What Ugg boots?
Those fucking they look like Mega Man boots.
These?
No,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
you should get some.
They still smell new. I could sell these and just never wear them again.
But I think today's live is going to be a little shorter.
Yep.
Yeah, we kind of just all are like, fuck this shit. Did I
Yes,
miss
you
Bobby
did
and
miss-
Spaz?
you missed a Bobby crashed out. I didn't. I
Hey.
just said, oh well.
If you want to pull it up, I have the finished tier list thing.
Oh, you do?
Rock.
yeah,
I
I
like
downloaded
K-Dudes.
the tier list image. So now we have
Here's the art I was making for Shovel from last week. I'm not really done with it, but it's like cutting into his neck though. Like I was gonna make like blood splatter or something.
But yeah, the other thing we were talking about was the Not, how like the Not album sounded better when it first came out because of recency bias, but after like a year passing, it just wasn't as good of an album as I expected.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. It's just the artwork. It looks like they used AI to make it.
It was
I did-
Tom Woods, you dick.
Wait, Tom Woods made it?
Yeah.
Make the not art.
Did he draw
He
it
made-
and use AI to like sharpen it up or something? Because that's like what all the new art looks like.
That's what you do.
No, it isn't.
That's
So-
what Wrath of God does. He uses AI.
Was Tom Wood the one who made the artwork for all the other Joker cards too?
I don't care
No.
who anybody is. I'm gonna say what it looks like.
Shaggy did the first 6.
Shaggy. And that's where my drawing style comes from, basically. Or used to when I was like little. And then it was anime. But yeah, that's it. Or I was gonna show you guys some artwork, but it's not even over here. We can just I'll just post it. Here's my weed socks. Bye.
Yeah.
I guess we're getting off of here.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we got to end the stream too.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah, we